Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux to O, and today I'm excited to present to you the new fragrance by Parfums de Marly for the female line, and it is called Palatine. And it's a lovely scent. Let me show you how it came first. It came in a very large box, and you open it up, very well packaged, delivered by FedEx. Very dependable. And this is what you have. You have the sample, which I chose, a Palatine and Herod, because I've heard so much about it. And in this box over here to the side, that is actually a tray they had that they were offering with your purchase of this new scent. So when you open this up, you will find that you have this lovely tray on which you can display the Palatine fragrance. I did get a sample of the Palatine before this actually came into the mail. And here is a sample that I also requested with my order. Absolutely love the purple color. When I saw it was going to be introduced and there were rumors of it, I absolutely thought the color was so appealing and just so feminine and beautiful. I was very excited for this to come in. They did include the tray, and I also did see where they were offering a 5 ml decant that you could get without a charge when you ordered the fragrance from them. I don't know if they meant ordering a fragrance of the new scent or any of their fragrances that you would get the 5 ml decant of the Palatine. This one is beautiful. The top notes are pear, mandarin, and bergamot. I love the pear, and it's lively. I think it adds that to a lot of the fragrances whenever you can add a pear note in there, and I think it just comes across lovely in perfumery. There is also that mandarin and bergamot, which brings that liveliness, a little bit of that citrus boost. Did not last long enough to me, in my opinion. The perfumer said he wanted to take the traditional violet and make it more contemporary. This is supposed to give us the feel of an elegant, modern bouquet of flowers with the violet. The violet does shine in here and is front and center. This is really all about the violet. I have tried it for 3 days now, and I have not received that gourmand in the scent where it says floral, fruity, gourmand. I'm not getting that. I'm getting floral, and I can get the fruitiness in the beginning. I get a brightness. I think the lavender is great in here. But this is not iris dominant, which we expect. It's more violet dominant, and I think it's a little bit more woodier. So I would probably call it not a floral, fruity, gourmand, but a floral, fruity, woody scent, and leave the gourmand off. That's how it appears on my skin. As I mentioned, this is 100% feminine, and I think most people will say that. Now, if you're a man and you choose to wear a very feminine scent, then you may want to give it a try. This is best, in my opinion, for spring and summer. I'm not sure why you would introduce this in the fall, when I know for me, I'm usually craving the heavier scents. By the end of August, I am ready to transition my fragrances from spring, summer to fall, winter. And I do enjoy those heavier notes in my fall and winter perfumes. This to me is not something I'm going to be wearing in the fall. I will put it away, and I will try it again in the spring when the weather's getting a little bit warmer, and I may have a different opinion on it. Palatine has the lasting power of like a Meliora or a Cassili. The lasting power is not what we've come to expect from a Delina Exclusive, a Thalia. It does have the lasting power on my skin of a Meliora, maybe a slight bit longer. The sillage is just moderate. As it dries down, it turns a little bit more intimate of a scent. Not that that bothers me, especially when I enjoy a fragrance. I do not mind reapplying, as I always say. Is it worth the price, you might ask? And I would not suggest paying full retail price for it. I think it is expensive. I think it is unique in the Parfums de Marly line, I think this is a nice addition to the line. I was expecting something a little different. Now, as I mentioned, in the spring, when I open the box up and really get to try it again, I may feel totally different about it and think it is just wonderful. Right now, it is okay to me, and I would not pay the full retail price for it. With Parfums de Marly offering that 5 ml decant of Palatine before you actually have to open the box of the actual fragrance, I think that is a great time to try it. And yes, that is something I would do. And I would verify maybe if you have to order the Palatine, or if you can choose another scent you would prefer, or maybe you're running low on, and that you would still get that 5 ml decant of the Palatine, then it's a fantastic time to go ahead and try it. I was super excited that we were getting another Parfums de Marly in their feminine line, and I loved the color of it. I was excited about that. I was excited about the tray that they offered. Very excited about the 5 ml decant offered as well. And I'm just going to let it sit for a while and see how it hits me in the spring. I might be unfair to say I would not necessarily want to purchase this one. Chances are I would want to purchase it because I have every other scent except the original Delina. Funny enough, I like the Delina exclusive, but I have all the others in the line, from Sedberry, Meliora, Safanad, Cassili, and one of my very favorites, Athalgel, which is an iris prominent scent, which is absolutely gorgeous if you're looking for an iris fragrance. The base notes in here are a very pleasant musk. It's a velvety sandalwood, and that vanilla, as I mentioned, adds that little bit of sweetness that it needs. It is not a super sweet fragrance on my skin. This is unique. I do have fragrances with iris and lavender together. Maybe it was because they actually had lavender and not the lavandin. That makes a little bit of the difference. I will also say, with this new edition of the Palatine, the fruity and freshness of the pear, mandarin, and bergamot comes through. Now, from the very moment I sprayed it, I did get a bit of sharpness, but that quickly settled down, and I did get some of the pear, not as much as I would like, hardly any mandarin, and I did get some bergamot. That does settle down relatively quickly to the violet, lavandin, and iris, and it does have that slightly powdery feel throughout the fragrance, and the base is very creamy. To me, this is just not super groundbreaking like Delina, not like a Delina made better, in my opinion, of the Delina exclusive, and it's not what I was expecting. I did expect something a little different, but I'm glad I got to try it, and I will bring it back out in the spring and let you know my thoughts at that time. I do feel like that this is one I would try before I buy, and if you do not like a powdery fragrance, you might not like this fragrance. It's not super powdery, it's not a powder bomb, but it is definitely powdery in my opinion. It does play nicely on my skin. I do, as I mentioned, find it close wearing, lasting power about like Meliora. I would actually prefer Meliora because I love that sparkling feeling that Meliora gives me, and I love the black currant in there. I love the dry down. I love everything about it, while it is not very long lasting on me. But this is a pleasant scent. If you like powder, if you like violet, if you like lavandin or lavender and iris with that creamy base I was talking about, then go ahead and try it. A great time to order. So thank you for joining me here. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like and subscribe. Let me know in your comments if you intend to be trying this fragrance soon, or if you're going to be waiting for it, perhaps at a better price. And if you might choose to order now because of that 5 ml travel sample, I would say they give you. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.